Hey everyone, I've got a quick tip for you today, and it has to do with snap-on discs and mandrels. I use a ton of these things, and here's a couple of them that I don't know if you can see, but this is a mandrel for a snap-on sanding disc, and I use them all the time. I've used them in videos, and I always just refer to them as snap-on discs. But this has got like a little square end to it and a slit so that you can pinch it together, and it'll hold a sanding disc similar to these here, which they come in tubes of 100. They come in packages like this. There's different grits, there's different colors, and you just kind of set them on there and you snap them into place. If I can get that to work. There you go. And then they just snap on into place so that you can use them, and then when they're used up, pull it off and use another one. And these things are so great. I've got probably a dozen of them around. I got different grits. I've got the grinding on the front, I've got the grinding on the back, depending on what I'm working on. So these things are great. Any tool supplier will carry them. Just look for a snap-on sanding disc. They come, the mandrels, you can buy them in a dozen, and they work great. And again, there's different grits, different sizes of these. There's 3/4 inch, 1 inch, and they're just invaluable because you're constantly sanding and filing things down. The next one is, these are just little, they call them screw mandrels. So you can see, and you can put polishing wheels on these, you can put sanding wheels, grinding wheels, and they're invaluable. I've got them all over the place. I've got little 3M wheels there. Here's a sanding disc, here's a grinding wheel, and they're all the same. But what I do want to show you is when you get them on the when they're brand new, the screw head is got some sharp edges on it. So what I do is I take and I file that down. So I put it in my Fordham. So I put it in my Fordham, and then as I'm spinning it, I'll go after it with a file and just kind of round off that edge, and then come in with some sandpaper, like a 400 grit, and then grind that flat so that it's nice and smooth. And the reason I do that is because sometimes if I'm grinding this way, and I'm sitting there grinding, and the head of the screw will touch the piece. And if this is nice and smooth and polished, it doesn't do a whole bunch of damage. But when it's brand new and you hit it with that, it's going to do some damage. It's going to put some wicked tool marks and just not pleasant. So then you have to go back and repair the damage that you've done. So now I had this scrap piece, and I intentionally put some marks in there with the screw on both of them. One with the softened head, and the other one just as it comes when you order it. And you can see that both of them left a mark, but the one that was unaltered left deeper marks that are probably going to have to do some sanding and then rubber wheeling before you finish it, where the other one is not as deep, so you could probably get away with even a light buff, or maybe go over it with a rubber wheel and then polish it. So both of them are going to leave marks, tool marks, but the one with like the brand new, it's got the sharp edges, it's going to leave deeper gouges in there, and it just makes for a little bit more cleanup. So that just kind of shows you the difference. So that's what I've got today. Like I said, it's just a quick video. I came in this morning and my internet was down, so I had to scramble to try and figure out what's going on. So I didn't get to make as much of a video as I wanted to, but that doesn't mean that I didn't want to show up anyway. So again, I got 2 tips for you today. One of them is the snap-on sanding disc. They're so good. There's just tons of different grits that you can get, smoothnesses, sizes and stuff. So play around with them and see how you like them. And then these things as well. Everybody uses these. I always use the 3/32 shaft on everything. They come in 1/8 shaft as well, but I use a number 10 Fordham handpiece that's got the quick release, so that I can set it in there and tighten it up and just go to work, instead of the number 30 handpiece that's like this, that's got the key that you do. I mean, I've got these and I use them as well, but this is my go-to, just because it's quick. You can switch things out quickly, and plus it feels a little better in your hand. It's more like a pen rather than working with a big tool in your hand. But yeah, so that's what I've got for today. And I think on going forward, what I'm going to do on Tuesdays when I release the videos, it's all going to be about tools. So we're going to call it like tool tip Tuesday or something like that. But and then Thursday we'll get into a little bit more in-depth project-based stuff. And then, as always, Friday at 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, we have our live Q&A. So make sure you put that on your calendar and pop on in, say hi. And like I said, we just throw out ideas and questions and answers, and just kind of hang out for a little bit. And it's a fun time. There's a good group of people that show up. So that's what we got for today. Thanks for checking out the video. Make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out, because we come out with a few videos every week. So again, thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you later. This is Doug with the Jewelry Monk Studio.